Hey guys, how's it going today? And I'm making a top 10 mistakes that videographers will make in a lot of their videos. And I'm going to relay this to you guys because I've made these mistakes, some of these personally myself, and I'm going to relay these to the new ones out there that I want to get into videography and all that fun jazz. Just remember, this is to help minimize it, not prevent it, because sometimes you can't really prevent a situation like that, and it will happen to everyone because no one is perfect. So keep that thought in mind whenever you make a mistake. Don't put yourself too down on it. So the first one, using onboard audio on a DSLR. I know who these people are. There's a lot of these YouTubers out there that vlog with the DSLR, and they use the onboard audio of their DSLR. I hate you. I really do hate you because they're using an onboard audio of a DSLR. One thing, if you even look at the Amazon reviews, I believe that, or even some type of review pages, people usually recommend not to use the onboard mic of the camera. This is how I sound like with the onboard mic of a camera. I sound like trash. Just don't use this mic. Now switch back to the H4n. I sound more clear, there's less surrounding noise, and the sound's being directed towards me and me only. So that means that you don't really hear that many noises that are happening out in the background around me, but you're more concentrating on the sound of my voice to kind of get me. Now, I am outside where the sound is kind of bad because I chose outside because it's a good day, there's nice lighting, but there's a bit more traffic out in my neighborhood than usual. Usually this part of my street's dead and no one's really out here, but for whatever reason, every time I go record a video, that's not the case. Number 9, not checking audio. When you don't check audio, chances are the audio is going to be bad. I usually check audio if it's plugged in all the way to my camera, if the H4n, if the mic's plugged in H4n, my levels, are they correct? Always check. I usually keep between, I don't want it to go below -24, and I want to not go above -12. So that's one thing I keep in mind. I'm even checking the levels right now as I speak, just in case I peak. So far I'm not peaking, but another safe choice is to get dual XLRs. Have one channel recording low and have another channel recording high, so just in case someone screams in the video, you can cut to the low channel, and if someone's too low, you can cut to the high channel without having to go through posts and try to up the gains or lower them. And it's usually 90% of the time the audio will not work. Number 8 is subject not being properly lit. Now for me, I am properly lit. Now if you want to go a bit more crazy, you can add a hair light on me, and add another light to I guess make me a bit brighter because I'm kind of brown. And then I could turn down the exposure. It's kind of a bit overexposed, but you guys won't notice it, but I kind of do. But I kind of do it so I can illuminate a bit more, because the brighter your subject, they look nicer, not too dark. And you get the gist when it comes to doing interviews, because I used to do interviews a lot for journalism and broadcasting class I had in high school. It was a pretty good program. Alright, so mixed lighting. Mixed lighting is a big thing I see happen in videos where someone has a really old light bulb, lighting them up, and then they happen to have an LED panel on the other side. It's two mixed colors and it looks really weird. You just don't do that. It doesn't work 90% of the time, so please stay away from that. Use LED panels or use old light bulbs, and if you have candles, just use candles. Simple. Would someone use candles? I think I would use candles. Next one, not using preamps or external recorders. I've seen people use their shotgun mics directly into their cameras and the audio comes out decent. The thing about it is that when you use the mic input of your camera, it's going to sound like trash unless you have a good preamp on your microphone, which mine has a decent one, but I choose to avoid the microphone on the microphone and put on my camera in general, unless I'm doing run and gun where the audio isn't really that much important. But when it comes to doing interviews or me talking to the camera, I prefer you guys to hear me in a nicer voice and all that fun jazz than to go ahead and I'm going a bit too low. Raise up the audio just a bit. This is the reason why you have to check. So that's oh, not peaking too high. So now lower down the audio again. Now I'm just about right. So I sound a bit better, so adjust your audio right now. So one of the things I see people use quite a bit, this has become a bit more popular, is using Juice Link. Now Juice Link is like a preamp that mounts into the bottom of your camera. You plug your microphone through XLR or through the jack, plug it in there, and then you run the headphone line into the camera. You turn down the audio levels to low so the preamp on the camera is not being used, and then you can use your Juice Link and it'll work just fine. And wind is picking up now, and that is just really annoying me. See, every time I do a video, something has to happen. Number six, be versatile in sets. Whenever something happens to your tripod, let's say you don't have an extra tripod, and you don't know where to put the spare camera at, instead of you going all out and crazy and, you know, freaking out, oh, we have to go get a tripod, let's go to the store, buy a tripod. Be a bit more versatile. Maybe find a chair or a stand or something, or even a microphone stand. There's usually threading on there. You can get a little adapter and adapt it on there. Put the camera on there, put sandbags, hold it down, keep people away from it, and you can use it as a tripod. Just don't get too scared when you forget to bring a tripod, or you try to put a camera somewhere and you don't know. Just make sure you secure it with the gaffer's tape, and you should be fine. I've seen people do crazier things with cameras. Number 5, organization. I have organization right here in this video, telling you guys what is good and what is bad. Make sure to organize everything. A videographer's friend, and I can agree with this, is an iPad. I've used an iPad before to shoot one of my films, not to record with, but to go ahead and keep everything organized. I did a lot of blocking. I drew specific shots. I drew where I'm gonna have my camera pointed at, where's the actor going to be. And it was a really good experience. The film was shot in a really fast time and uploaded. It's called I Am Done. It's with Austin Castro. The link will, you can go on the channel, you can find the video on there. It's a few videos back. Good video, I liked it. A lot of production went into it. At number 4, this is a big one. Adding too much weight to your camera. I've seen this happen before. People add a heavy DSLR. Let's say someone adds a Canon 70 with 7300, with a cold shoe rail, with an H4n, with a shotgun mic, and then they add a rail adapter from the bottom of the tripod extending with an external monitor on a little dinky tripod. Your camera's gonna fall over. It's going to fall over. It's gonna fall over and it's just gonna break. Simple as that. Please get tripods that can support the weight, that can support the camera, that can support it. If it can't support the camera and the lens, then you shouldn't be using that tripod. Now my tripods can actually support the weight because I don't add too much weight to it, or even I evenly distribute it, or I just kind of stay away from the tripods in general. So just in case something were to happen, I'm able to grab it, or I stay very close to my tripod. Actually, I can grab it right now just in case it fell over, but for the most part, you don't want your tripods falling over. Okay, number 3. This happens a lot. Not bringing spare batteries or spare SD cards. This happens. I've seen it happen before. I've seen this happen countless times with people. We're going into a remote shoot area, and they say, oh, we're fine with just 2 batteries in the SD card. You know, only to find out they already had footage on there that they don't want to delete from another video shoot, and then you have to shoot this, and then you start running out of space, and then you're all complaining, oh, I should have bought another SD card. Play it safe, bring another SD card. Play it safe, bring an extra battery, bring an extra 2 to 3 batteries, depending on how much battery life the camera sucks. So yeah, next thing we're going to talk about here is not bringing a backup camera or body. Now when it comes to shooting videos, heaven forbid, yeah, never said it before, heaven forbid that you were knocked down your camera, it'd break, or your screen was flipped out, your camera snaps and the screen's broken, can't access the menu, the camera randomly dies, it doesn't want to function anymore, or just some freak accident happens, the water falls on the camera and it's done. It sucks. I've seen it happen, it's happened to me before. Luckily the camera didn't break, or I wouldn't be able to record the video right now. Here's the thing. Something I gotta tell you guys is that if you're shooting a lot of professional videos, sometimes I see some videographers out there, when they're shooting a video, their camera bag will have let's say someone has a Canon 70, shooting video, the thing breaks, they pull out another 70 body, switch the lens, and they're fine to go. So let's say the guy breaks his camera, he just switches out the lens and he puts on another body, and he continues shooting. The production's not interrupted, and you'll look like a laughing stock, but they'll be, oh, this guy's prepared, he bought an extra body. I've done this before. I bought an extra body, camera gave out, camera stopped working, switched out the camera, kept on shooting, and there was no bottleneck in the production. So the number one thing that happens is charge your batteries and format your SD cards before going to a shoot. I've seen this happen quite a bit, where they come with half batteries or empty batteries. I was shooting a video with someone, and I told him, hey man, are you gonna bring a full battery? Oh, this is fine, half battery's fine. We're shooting, and then the camera decides to die, and he was like, what's wrong with the camera? Well, the battery's dead. So the guy tell me go run for another battery because I was assisted for this one. I go run all the way back, get another battery, and I come back and I bring two this time. I bring two batteries, and this camera did quite well, and the video was shot. And it was fine, but it was just a waste of time. And if you could have came with a full battery, we could have shot the video just fine. Things would have gone well. But you know, some people don't listen and they just ignore advice in general. But another thing is format your SD cards. Before going to shoot, clean out that 64 gig, clean out that 16 gig, that 32 gig, have them all on nice and clean. And once that's all done, you're able to go ahead and go to your shoot, not worrying that, oh, did I transfer that footage, or oh, should I be saving that? You can format the cards all on the cameras, start recording a long day shoot, and you'll be done knowing that those SD cards contain the specific footage you needed, and you don't have to scroll down and find any other footage. So that is all, you guys. This is Greg from Legacy Productions. Thank you for watching this video. These are mistakes a lot of people make. I make them too, so don't think I'm perfect. I wish I was, because I'd probably be better off, because I've made a lot of mistakes with camera equipment. So that is all, you guys. This is Greg from Legacy Productions, and see you later.